Hi y'all, welcome. This is Dom, and we are playing another episode of Kerbal Realism. This is episode 2, and today we are going to try to kind of make a, I'm going to try to make a little montage of just kind of getting some local science, local Kerbal science, just so we can get a few of these nodes unlocked for our future expansions. We want to get a couple of these things unlocked just so we can get started with some more fun things, basically delve into the mods. There's not very many things that we have unlocked that are, in my opinion, fun just yet, or at least give us a goal just yet. So for example, I want to get the survey unit. That's going to be very fun to send up and get it running, those kinds of things. So we need to get some science real quick. And last episode we did a couple things, like we got some from here and there and those kinds of things. But today I'm going to go within my local area. So we are going to hit the water shores. I think this is the lowlands or something. I don't remember anymore. This is Launchpad. Then you also have KSP, Kerbal Space Center, KSC. And then we might even get over to here. I'm not even sure what the biomes are that are very, very close and local. And we are going to be doing this with what I call the puddle jumper. Woohoo, the puddle jumper! So, we are going to get this ready to go, and come on, come on. There we are, cool. We're going to just go ahead and start the montage. Alright guys, that was a short little montage of me failing at a few things. Basically I did shores twice, didn't think about it. We have 84 science. I want 6 more so I can get 2 of these nodes. But this will just have to do for now. So this is basically what I want to get first, I think. That's going to be our very first goal here. Let's get one of these. And then we'll worry about solar panels and stuff like that a little bit later. But basically we need this, and we're going to need at least a solar panel for future things. So we got our Science Junior, so we're going to have to bring that into orbit. We might as well do that now. We're trying to get speed science here so we can do more fun stuff. I guess we're going to have to rebuild everything. Okay. Now, what I've learned from the past when it comes to this stuff specifically, this mod pack, I don't know why I'm calling it a mod pack, I'm just so used to Minecraft stuff. Utility, no. Propulsion, control. Structural, here we are. Heat shield. What I've learned about this stuff in the past is, Number one, it doesn't like to put heat shields on it. And number two, you need to put heat shields on basically everything that will be re-entering the atmosphere. So, I already built a rocket. Actually, looks just like the one we had before. There we go. I think I will only use 5 for this one, though. Let's get my thrust up. Cool. That's good. Let's build this quite fast here, guys. Don't mean to hog all your time. Boop, boop. And we'll get the old boosters on here. Oop, and I just noticed I didn't do symmetry on any of this, so we'll take it off. We'll put up the symmetry again and put it back on. Sweet. Okay. And we're going to need some nose cones for this guy. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, so we have 4,700 meters per second. Don't know if that's enough to get us out of here. Into orbit just yet. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oopsie. Where am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's see what I got here. Let's actually throw some more solids on there. Who cares, right? I don't have a problem with having more solid boosters. Let's get another one of these. And we'll use the little ones this time. Come on, man. Go in the middle. In the middle. That's middle-ish enough. Okay. That one goes. That one barely has anything, so we're actually going to switch these out. We're going to do... These are going to go down here. These are going to go up here. Then, let's see. These are going to go first. And then these are going to go up here. Awesome. So that should definitely get us, out of the atmosphere just to begin with. Then we have a separation here. We can do our science experiments in space, I guess is the best way to put it. We don't even need these. We already did low Earth orbit, so low Kerbal orbit. But what I really wanted to do was add some batteries on, because this will help us report back any stuff we get, kind of in the meantime, kind of thing. It doesn't really actually matter where I put these, because they're gonna burn off. Really, that's really what's gonna happen when we re-enter. So that works for now. That's enough batteries. It's 400 charge, and this thing usually only comes to 50. So we're at 450. We're not keeping him up in the atmosphere for long, out of the atmosphere for long, so we don't really need any supplies for him. Let's see. Okay, let's just try it. Right? That looks right. That looks right, I think. Yeah. I need some fins. Good thing I remembered these, because I would have looked dumb on my own video. Near Kerbal Mark 1. Cool. And I will just bring around the puddle jumper, kind of off camera, out of montage and everything. Potentially, we'll see, to get more science if we don't get it enough here. Okay, and these are long burning ones. These will basically throw us up into very, very high speeds, very, very high in the atmosphere. I actually tested out a design before I had, what is this thing, the Science Junior, and it was capable of getting into orbit. So this is basically the same thing, but it's going to need a little bit more oomph, which is, i.e. these boosters, right at the end. When we're going really, really fast, you're going to start seeing, yep, there comes that white. It's usually like a white, there it is, like clouds kind of coming off of us because of how fast we're going through the atmosphere here. We are so high that really terminal velocity is not too much of a problem. Those, fire those ones, and that should get us even better. Don't deviate too much. Don't want to flip over. And there those go, and then we're off. So, and our apoapsis is already high enough. So basically all this fuel is now to wait until we get into the out of the atmosphere here. We've already done this one, so we'll reset that. Crew report, we've already done that one. And yeah. Let's see if I can do an EVA report. EVA report. Haven't done that one. Awesome. So let's go ahead and transmit that. Let's activate this. And we'll transmit that one out. Throw in a lot of our, not a lot of our electricity, but some of it. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. And we are out of the atmosphere. I love it when the music changes. It's great. Boop, boop. Okay, so we're going to try to get this thing into in orbit. It doesn't really matter, actually. Basically, we just need it to be out of the atmosphere. But the reason why I want to do it is because I can do EVA reports above a specific biome, and they will get me science that way as well. Right now, I'm burning a little bit under this. If you look down here at the nav ball, there is the horizon line, a little bit under it. The reason is I want to basically pull down my apoapsis a little bit. It doesn't really matter particularly, but I just don't want to waste extra fuel throwing it out further. So, we're in space. Let's go ahead and observe the materials bay. I think this is just, yep, 25 for that. Awesome. Let's see what I can do here. Nope, don't need that. What about a crew report? Nope. We're actually getting close to having a circularized orbit, which is really good. And boom. Okay, we're in orbit, officially. Let's go ahead and jump out here. This is really weird seeing nothing in here. I'm so used to all the other save files I'm on. So we have an orbit of 98 by 94, which is not bad actually. So we will go around Kerbin every 32 Kerbal minutes, so which are the same as our minutes. Don't know why I called them Kerbal minutes. We are going to, ooh no, wrong direction. We're gonna go ahead and flip this guy vertically, just because it helps with getting this guy in and out, and he needs to do this fast, so he can potentially go get some data for this. Okay. Because we will not be within Kerbin's reach for very long. Crew report is already done. The EVA report is what I'm looking for. And above the water. Darn it. Yep. So might as well keep that. And we can broadcast. We can send that both in. I might as well. Good. As you can tell on the map, we have like a straight line communications with Kerbin. This is because of the Remote Tech 2 mod. It is basically requires us to have some sort of communication if we'd like to send data or if we'd like to operate probes. So they can't just fly on their own. They can't be. I wish they could be pre-programmed. That'd be pretty cool, but be very, very hard to do. But you can't control them without communication signal. So, for example, we're going to go around the planet, and I'm going to wait until we get over this, I think, to do another EVA report. And we're just going to go around once, allowing us to kind of... There we go. We lost communications. So, number one, I want to turn off that antenna because there's no point to have it losing energy right now. Boop. Awesome. And then we're going to do another EVA report, but we can't send it, and I'll show you. Show you that. EVA report. Let's see if we got... Nope. I don't think we're... Oh, I missed the land. Okay. Let's wait for another set of land to come up here. While you're on a ladder. Okay. Let's jump back in. Would like to get over a nice piece of land, please. Wonder if that'll work. There we go. Kerbin Shores. That works. So we want to be able to send that, and even if we activate our antenna, which is on the back here, and I know it's dark, we're getting to the dark side here. Even though it's activated, we will not be able to transmit. It says no comms devices on this vessel. Yes, there is comms devices, but there's nothing within reach of here. So basically, we just have an EVA report stored on there, which actually we're going to keep on there for now. So we are just going to kind of nose over. We should go on the other direction. We're going to go retrograde now. We're going to try to land somewhere that isn't water. Because I've already landed on water and done the EVA report for the water. Because all the oceans are considered water. There's no separate biome considerations for those. Okay, and it looks like I can potentially land in there. So I think, oops, let's turn that off. I think this is a good spot, I think. Let's go ahead and try to pull ourselves over to this direction, though. So, actually, no, forget it. Well, let's not do that. Let's just go ahead and detach, and I'm going to show you what I mean by things that are going to blow up. Boop, boop. So we're going to deactivate our antenna because it's now useless since we're on the other side of the planet. And I'm hopefully going to land over here. Turn off our SAS for a second, which I didn't really actually need to do. And once we enter the atmosphere, I'm just going to hope that we land on land. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. And we're much heavier. So actually, I think we're going to die. Yep. I just thought about that. We're going to die. Actually, we're not going to die. We're going to lose our experiments here. Well, that's not cool. Okay, come on, slow us down, slow us down. Okay, here we go. The heat shield's warming up. You're going to see fire and stuff like that. We're going to hear explosions. So these things are getting entirely too hot. What's going to happen is they're just going to get past where their temperature allows them to exist. And they might just blow off. And these ones don't look like they're having a problem. So we might have gotten lucky with the battery surviving. Obviously, it doesn't matter to us right now. We're going so too fast. Usually, I like to do a much more gradual descent into the atmosphere, other than kind of straight down. So, put my periaps at somewhere around 22,000 meters, so 22 kilometers. Oopsie, did not need to do that yet. Basically, the heat shields have a what is that? They have a decoupler on them. So the heat shields will detach if you don't need them anymore, which probably was a good idea just to leave on the ship to hopefully protect our impact. But we will see how bad it is. And the parachute, there it goes, deploys. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of fast. 9.2 meters per second. Kind of fast. Let's do crew report. No, let's review it. Yeah, reset it. Yep, it's gone. There it goes. Dang it, that's not fun. Anyways, let's do a crew report. Grasslands, cool, that's one that we have not been to yet. So we are going to just kind of get off. There was no point to bring that, oopsie. There's no point to bring that module with us since it did die. UVA report. Let's take a surface sample. Let's recover him because there's already an EVA report in the capsule. Boop, boop, boop. And let's grab that as well. I didn't do the... Darn it! I didn't do some stuff there. I didn't do the mystery goose. But that's fine. So we have 78 to spend, and we'll spend it now. And then I will come back next episode and we will just kind of get more things running. I think I'll do a couple more puddle jumper things too, but with the materials bay. Let's see. let's see. Oop. I would love to have some of these. This is a great rocket to have. Rocket engine. Excellent to have. 350 thrusts there for the normal sized boosters. 1.25 meters. So let's go ahead and get, I can't afford this yet. I would love to have these solar panels, but we can't. So let's go ahead and get these guys right here. And I'm going to show you what fairings are first. That's going to be probably the end of this episode, though. It's going to be the end of this fairings thing. And like I told you before, we're going to be experiencing lots of turbulence and things in the atmosphere. So we're going to have to worry about things sticking out and causing surface area and stuff like that. So we are going to be able to prevent that now. We're going to get a new one running. So for example, we have some sort of probe. Boom, 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 boom. And we will give it, I don't know, some sort of like sciencey experiment stuff. Let's put 2 of them on there just for fun. Let's put some batteries on. No point in doing what I'm doing right now. We're gonna need one of these. Yeah, so anyways, so for example, that's just the probe we brought up, and that's not very aerodynamic. So we are going to grab a fairing, which is basically going to encapsulate the entire thing. And as you can tell, these things are sticking out. We can't have those then. I actually put those on there knowing that this would happen. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to have like a big thing over the side of this. So we're going to grab our fairing wall here. This is the expanded cone version. Expanded cone, fairing cone half. And then we have to add the walls on. And it took me a little while to figure this out. That's why I'm showing you guys. So you have to attach the cone first, the cone top here, because it kind of clicks into one of these and it kind of floats around. And then you put the walls on afterwards. So the reason why I just kind of, I don't even know if we need them, the walls. Let's see if we can just get away with this. Nope, we can't. We could if we didn't have the batteries on the side. That would work. But, so we'll put this up here, and then we'll put the expanded walls down here. And then what we have to do is do one of those, just kind of symmetry it. And it'll just kind of go on there like that. So these also decouple. So these are little decoupler things here, so you'd have to worry about when you want to kind of blow them off. And we will do that on the launch pad in a second, after I look at what I unlocked. This is what I was really looking for, was these winglets. That's going to really help us getting up safely. And the SAS, the SAS stuff is even better. So for example, we want to send this guy up. Let's go ahead and grab just kind of a basic rocket here. Boop, boop. And one of the disadvantage parts is that you have to move the main probe thing, up, so you'd have to move this around as well. Not very fun, but it works either way. And we'll put a 5th one on there, and then we'll put the one we've been using recently. And for now, we'll just put the flight computer on the outside here. And we need one of these reflectron things. The only reason why I recommend you use the reflectron one is because you don't need to configure it. It's an omnidirectional antenna, just kind of like this guy here. This one has a much bigger range than the reflectron, but you don't have to turn it on, and it has a horribly much lower power consumption. This will allow us to remotely control our probe rocket here. If you do not have that on there, you're going to have problems with controlling it. Once it leaves the launch pad, you won't be able to basically steer it or anything. That's going to be your main limitation in this kind of case. Once this gets up into the atmosphere, we'd be once past the atmosphere, we'd be able to blow these things off and activate the antenna that we put on the back. And the antenna on the back would be able to basically have a very large cone of influence and a very large range. And that's this guy right here, 50 million meters, whereas this omnidirectional one just kind of creates a bubble around it at 2.5 million meters. So one of the things you have to worry about when making probes is controlling them continuously and always having a signal. And we're going to do that in, I think, the next episode or two. Actually, we might even have to set up our communication satellites and just kind of test them out and get them running. And I also want to get one of these survey units running just because they're fun and to see how they work for you guys. I don't plan on doing any mining on Kerbin specifically. I plan on going to the moon for that, and you'll see our future episodes for that one. So we're going to go ahead and blast this guy off just for a test. I'm going to put another SAS module on the bottom here just because it's fun. Boop. Okay. So once we blow this off, we're going to have to target the Kerbal Space Station with the probe that's inside here. And it looks like... Boop, boop. Let's move these up just so they don't instantly go off. And this is probe 1. Cool. Just for fun. And this is just kind of to show you guys what's going on. And then I'll have more of a structured thing for next episode with these probes. This one's already getting really long. Oop. Turn our SAS on. Here we go. Okay, we're up. And we're just kind of flying. So that probe was not very aerodynamic, but yet this is. So that's that's the main reason why you'd want to use these fairings. I didn't put any. I just noticed that I didn't put any fins on here to help me control this thing. So we're gonna have to go straight up for a while, and I'm basically reducing my speed a little bit. As you can tell, we still have control, and that's because this guy right here is within the right amount of range of the Kerbal Space Station, Space Center. And there you go. There's our little green line there. It has communications, basically what it's showing you. We're just going to go ahead and ramp this up now. We're just going to go straight up until our apoapsis makes it high enough. And I'm going to show you how these probes are not controllable unless they have signal. And I'm also going to show you the cone of influence for these for the antennas that have a cone. No, don't spin. Darn it. Okay. Well, that's not fun. That was very not fun. Go, 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 go. Good, 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 good. Okay, we're making it out of the thicker part of the atmosphere, so that's been kind of happened because I deviated off of the what is the word I'm looking for? Angle of attack. And there's our apoapsis. It's above the atmosphere here. And we're just going to lose the fairing now and release this guy to the air. So we'll activate our antenna, and it goes through the fairing. It's not very beautiful, but we're going to target mission control in this case. And this will actually basically replace this communication, especially since we're going to be out of its range in a while, quite a while actually. Don't think we'll ever be out of its range in the near future. But I also wanted to, oh wait, there's another one on this side, so I can show you it too. So this one's already active. So we'll activate this one too, but we'll set this one target to, for example, to be the moon. And as you can tell, there's a cone that it goes in. These ones have, I think, a 45-degree cone they're allowed to operate on. Some of the farther range ones have a much narrower cone, so it's like 1 degree, 0.1 degrees, those kinds of things. We're just going to tip this guy over and blast him out towards one direction. And we're going to eventually see us lose communication, hopefully. Only 5 if I... That's not cool. Only 5 science if I brought that back. I mean, if I communicated it back. Not fun. This guy might actually end up being in space for quite a while if we can get this periaps to go positive. Come on, positive. And it's... Nope, it's not going to make it. Yeah, because I didn't burn correctly. But, whatever. There's my periapsis. So eventually it's going to just kind of go back into the atmosphere. But what I wanted to show is this going out of communication range. And, oh, look at that. And we even lost power. Power is also one of the things. So you need electricity to be able to steer this thing, but you also need communication line, which we don't have because the power is off, which is an even easier way to explain this. As of course, right now we don't have any control because there's no batteries, but as you can tell in this upper corner here, there's no connection to our probe. You also can use the flight computer, which I've used very rarely. You mostly use it to steer towards a node or whatever with a probe. So we're going to do that in a future episode. So until that time, this thing is probably going to be stuck floating around here quite a few times. We can't even stage it because we ran out of battery. So yeah, till next time, guys. Bye-bye.